Our Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Part 2, Chapter 30, and we had completed till verse 15 last week. So we are going to continue from verse 16 onwards today. But before we continue, this whole chapter is called Description of Adverse Fruitive Activities. The fruitive activities which human beings take up. Now, what are the fruitive activities? The fruitive activities are that which gives you some results. Okay? Anything that you do in this world which you are expecting some results to come out of it. Let's say, for example, you are doing your studies. You want the results to be positive. You want yourself to pass in the examination and come in good colors, flying colors. And as you get out of your college, when you are expecting to land a good job, this is basically how you look at life. So the answer is, you are doing something because you want something out of it. Right? Similarly, when a person is interested in starting a family, he is looking for his wife or the woman is looking for her husband. It is nothing but fruitive activity. They are interested in achieving something. When you take a job, you are looking for salary and increment and then promotions and so on and so forth. When you are buying your stocks from the stock exchange, you are expecting the stocks to go up. You're not saying that I want to lose money. You are doing it because you want something out of it. This is how everybody is in this world. So any kind of fruitive activity that you do leads you towards a reaction. That reaction is called karmic debt. It is always when you take something, you have to give it back. See, when you go to a place, when you go to a rented apartment, and the rented apartment has full furniture and everything, okay? Do you think that at the end of the term, after you have to move out from there, will you carry all the furniture with you as if it is yours? No. You are staying there for a certain amount of time. You have to pay the rent for that place. Human beings think that the body belongs to them. First, the body belongs to me. Really? The body is a rented apartment. It is something which you are taking from Mother Prakriti, which is Mother Nature. Your job is to return it back in good condition. But you are expecting too much out of this body of yours. You want not only the body to function for you and do your job, but also to get involved in things. I want to take it with me. I want this. I want that. So this I want is called desire. So every time when you come up with a desire of your own, you are going to suffer because this desire causes a lot of misery to you. Anything that you desire in this world, let us say for example, you desire to become rich or you want money. You have to work hard for it, isn't it? But if something comes to you very, very easily, what happens to you? Then you think that you want more and more and more and more. Please understand, in this world, without putting in efforts, you can't get anything. If you put efforts, then you will get something out of it, right? But then you start taking ownership of it. I put effort, so this is mine. So when let us say you buy a property, okay? And when you buy a property, you think you have given money, so the property belongs to you. And after you die, what happens to that property? The property reverts back to whichever, this universe is. So it goes back to where it came from, isn't it? Like this body of yours, the body reverts back to the owner. The owner is who? Mother Nature. She takes it back. Can you take anything out of this? You can't. So this is where the problem lies. And human beings start believing that they own that thing. Alright, and that is the reason why everybody suffers. No, you don't own anything in this world. So we have to now see from verse 16 onwards. We are doing Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Part 2, Chapter 30, Verse 16. In that diseased condition, one's eyes bulge due to the pressure of air from within and his glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty breathing, and upon exhaling and inhaling produces a sound like that, a rattling within the throat. In this way, he comes under the clutches of death and lies down, surrounded by lamenting friends and relatives. And though he wants to speak with them, he no longer can because he is under the control of time. Now here is a description of death. How does the death come to a person? Do you think you can program your death? There is nobody in this world who can program anything. The Mother Nature is going to take its property back. Let us say you are squatting in a property. You know, squatters are there in this world. The police can come and evict you out, isn't it? So in a similar manner, you want to extend your life and you want to do something which is going to make you live in that property for a very long time. It cannot be done. That body is a property of Mother Nature. It has to go back to the Mother Nature, and now you have to shift out to a new house. You have to shift to a new house. What is this house? The new house is a new apartment. And this new apartment could be anything in this world. It could be a bird's body. It could be an animal's body. It could be an ant's body or any body. Now tell me something. If you have now become a bird, can you take possession of the previous body and say that is mine? So in a rented place also, when you quit that place and you go somewhere else, you take up that particular new place. Can you say that that belongs to me? No. So old places go away. So think on those lines. This is the thing which people forget in their lives. Everybody in the world has forgotten this main rule. During the olden times, just now I was raising a question was raised and I was giving an answer. The European continent today has Christianity and Judaism and few other religions over there, right? Before 2000 years, what was Europe? Was Christianity there? No. Was Judaism there? Was any other religion there? No. There were people there living even 3000 years ago. They had their own indigenous religion. When the new religion comes over there, they impose themselves on this new place. And they force that people over there to follow a new religion. Don't you think so? Even in India, it is the same thing. People think Hinduism is the oldest religion. No. Before that, there was something else also. Definitely there must have been something else. We don't know. Nobody knows. You are already accepting that it was there. Then maybe Sanatan Dharma came into the picture and Hinduism came into the picture, and after that Christians came to this place from Europe. They imposed their religion in India. After that the Islamic people came and they imposed their religion, or maybe the Islamic came first and then the Christians came first and they imposed their religion. Can you understand this? Those who conquer the land push their religion over there. But can they take ownership of it? Can anybody take ownership of anything? And this is what spirituality teaches you. It's not easy. Human beings think that spirituality means, okay, taking some name of some god and that's the end of Solomon Grundy. No, sorry boss. The answer is not that at all. Everybody is imposing their own thing on their own planet or whichever place that they belong. Think about it. What makes you think that you are the owner? In a similar manner, this body is not yours. But you have imposed your ownership on this body. This body belongs to this universe, to the Mother Nature. So it has to go back to it. So, a man when he is dying, the body is responding very badly. The eyes are bulging out. The glands become congested. The breath becomes very difficult for the human being. He is not able to cope up with breathing. His heart is not working. His brains have stopped working. Everything is stopping to work in his body. There are sounds coming from his throat like that, as if somebody is garroting him. He comes under the clutches of death and lies down. People around him are standing over there and lamenting, oh, my friend is died, my husband is dead, my wife is dead, whoever it might be. The person is lamenting around that dead body. And their lamentations are so much that they get lost in it. They want to speak to this person. Can you speak for once only? No, nobody can speak. That person is dying. He is literally dead, you can say. There is nothing in this world that can be done. The soul has to leave the body. Get out of it. The body has to go back into the Mother Nature. And all this happens in the time, a factor called time. Some time has come and this person has to give back the body. Thus, the man who is engaged in uncontrolled senses, in maintaining a family, dies in grief, great grief, seeing his relatives crying. He dies most pathetically in great pain and without consciousness. This is the very funny thing which happens to the human being. Do you know why it is funny? Because this man who is dead now or who is dying just now has to give back the body. In that apartment where he was, there are 20 other people staying over there. All those 20 people are nothing to do with him. They are also occupying. Similarly, this man is also occupying this apartment of his. Now he is going to become an ant or a dog or an elephant or something like that. He has to go away from there. And when he goes away from there, there is no ownership anywhere. The funny part is, his entire life he has not done anything. Can you imagine that? You can look at your own relatives. They don't do anything so that they don't get another body. They are only interested in money making. They are only interested in running after things. People come to me and say, Guruji, I will become spiritual once once I cross 50, 60 or 70 or something like that. Really? You are not going to wait till that time, sir. You don't know how things are going to fare in this world. You can be dead very soon. You have to take another body and come back. And what is this wife and children and all you're talking about? Now you become a dog, you will have a wife as a dog wife, isn't it? You think this wife is going to come over there? In your previous life, you might have been a bird. You had a bird wife at that time. I'm just saying, thinking that you are a male, okay? You can be a female for all I care. I don't care. That time you had a wife which was a bird wife. Why are you not grieving for her? Why are you not saying anything about her? And this lady over here just now, you are grieving for her? She is nothing. She has no connection with you. Can you not understand? She is also rented a body. That is a rented body. She thinks it's her own. I hope you get the point. It is like going and buying a car outside. Some people like to buy Ferrari. Some people like to buy, a Volkswagen. Some people like to buy a Maruti. Some people like to buy something else. So you have also done the same thing. You have bought your own body. It may be a jalopy. Doesn't matter. Still that body is yours for only that time period. And the person who is with you, is traveling with you, is also a rented body. What are you getting attached to a rented body? So see how he is saying. This man engaged in uncontrolled senses in maintaining a family. Sir, you are trying so desperately to earn a living for a wife, children, and nobody bothers about God. Nobody bothers about why you are here. What is the reason of your existence? These verses are very, very severe. Do you understand? By the way, this is a scripture. This is not some ordinary book. Let it be driven in your head properly. Running after things. Sensism, maintaining a family. You are struggling so much to maintain a family. You don't have time to even spend little time for God. What are you actually attracted to? That day only we did it. First is your own body. You know how you are attracted to your body? Guruji, I am sick, I cannot join. Guruji, I have to go here, so I cannot join. I am traveling, that's why I cannot join. I have to go to the hospital, that is why I cannot join. Can you understand these words? For me, it doesn't matter, because for me, my job is to teach. Whether you join or not join, you are the loser, not me. I don't care. And if you listen to it and if you understand something out of it, you are the winner. But hardly you understand. You think you have enough life in your head. The funniest part of Sri Krishna talking like this is this. Human beings think that they have to serve their wives and their children. They have never served God. Today morning, every morning, there is an azan going on. You know what an azan is, no? Morning time, they take the name of Allah. Okay? There is a lot of controversy in India that why are they putting loudspeakers and doing that. I challenge you to go to every village in India. Every village in India. The temples have large loudspeakers outside it. They start their songs early in the morning at 3:30, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the morning. And it goes on whole day. Goes on whole day, disturbing the village everywhere in India. It is the same. Nobody cares for God over there, by the way. How many times do you take the name of God in your life? You don't even want to take the name of God. You want to fight other people. Nobody wants to take the name of God. Your religion is allowing you freedom. You know that? There is no point in taking the name of God. You please take care of your wife and children. That is what our religion is saying. Actually, it is not saying that. It is telling you, what is this you are doing? Running after your wife and children? Okay? It senses in maintaining a family, dies in grief. You are going to 100% die in grief. There is no choice in your life. Please let me tell you. If you have seen your father and mother die or your grandfather and grandmother, they are going to die in grief. They have died in grief. You think you are different? You are also going to die in grief. You are thinking about, oh, what's going to happen to my wife? What's going to happen? They don't give a damn to you. God is not bothered about you. He can take care of that child also. He can take care of that woman also. Who cares about you? You think you are the provider? Seeing his relatives crying, he also sees all his relatives. Everybody is making noise. They are useless people. If there is a property involved, they are actually coming over there to, bite their property off. Nobody cares for you. Please understand this. And if you think that I am talking nonsense, think about your own father and mother's property. What is happening to it? Or your grandfather, grandmother's property. I want you to seriously think about it. What is happening to it? And you still think that buying a property and having wives and children and this and that and getting attached to them, you don't spend even 5 minutes in God. You are bothered about your body first. Oh, I have sickness, I am not well, I don't do this, I don't do that. Nothing works. Suffering is going to be a must. See, he says, he dies most pathetically in great pain and without consciousness. The person is going to die just like that. No idea where the hell he is going. He is anyway going to go to hell. Listen to the words now, how he is going to go to hell. The same person who is so much bothered about his wife, his children, his property, his life, his body. It is Sri Krishna who is talking. Listen to the words. At death, he sees the messenger of the Lord of death come before him, the eyes full of wrath. And in great fear, he passes stool and urine. Have you ever noticed a man dying? The sphincters give way. The anal sphincter and all suddenly gives way. They shit in their pants when they die. There is no control over any part of their body. Suddenly the person dies. Do you know the reason why they are like that? They can see the messenger of death standing next to them. And you may think there is no messenger of death. Here is a person who has actually experienced him. So I am one who have actually experienced the messenger of death. Yamadev and his dutas. He's a very benevolent person. Please remember this. It's not some ordinary person. And the messenger of death is not just in Hinduism, okay? It is there in all religions. You may not believe in it. It does not matter to me. But there is a messenger of death. He is standing over there. His eyes are full of wrath. You know the reason why he is full of wrath? Because you are still thinking, my wife, who is going to take care of her? My children, who is going to take care of them? My property, who is going to look after it? My money, what's going to happen to the money? You are still bothered about all this? You can't be. You have never taken time out in your life to take the name of God. You think you have sufficient time in hand. Tomorrow I will do, tomorrow I will do, tomorrow I will do. No. And he passes away in great fear. When he passes stool and urine, now what happens to him? This is a story which is told by Kapila Muni to his mother, of a person who is so much attracted towards his family. Family man, family man, family man, family man. The whole world is a family man. All this is happening to that family man. Please remember this. As a criminal is arrested for punishment by the constables of the state, a person engaged in criminal sense gratification is similarly arrested by the Yamadutas, who bind him in the neck with a strong rope and cover his subtle body so that he may undergo severe punishment. This person who is dying, he has never bothered to care for God. He has never bothered, never. He thinks tomorrow I will do. He has never bothered to take his name also. He thinks, oh, I have got sickness, I have got pain, I have got misery, I have to go and earn a living, I am doing this, I am doing that, I am, all the kind of things that they do. I have to fulfill my wife's wishes, my children's wishes, my this, my that. That person. So the Yamadutas are standing next to him and they are looking at him as a criminal, not somebody who is good. So the moment you are attracted towards this material world, every day struggling for this money and the house and the property and the family and every other person that is there, including all your idiotic family members that are surrounding you at the time of death, you are bothered about them? And at that moment in time, they put a noose around his neck. Okay? They bind him by the neck with strong rope and cover his subtle body. Understand these words. These words are very important. They are covering his subtle body, not the soul. The soul is not bothered only. You have a subtle body. Do you know that? You know what your subtle body is? Below the breath body, whatever is there is called the subtle body. The physical body belongs to Mother Nature. Always remember this. The physical body has to be returned back to the nature. The Christians and Islamic people and all, what do they do with their bodies? They bury it. What do the Hindus do? They burn it. Is the body burnt and everything goes back to nature or no? When the people bury the bodies, is everything taken by the nature or no? What is it that is going out of the body is called the subtle body, not the soul. Please remember these words. This is a mistake people do. Soul is not going out of the body. It is the subtle body which is nothing but starting from the mind body. You understand what a mind is, no? Your mind body, your intellectual body, and the happy body that is there, all this, that is going with you. You have accepted that as your property. This is my mind, this is my intellect, this is me, I am this. This is what you have said, no? So your subtle body is going with Yamdutas. The subtle body has a shape. Remember this. Do you know that there are 5 sheets in this world? You have 5 sheets, you know that? The topmost sheet is called the food body, the food, okay, which is called the gross body. Below that is the breath, the breathing. The third one is called the mind body. The fourth one is the intellectual. And the fifth one is the happy body. Okay, I'm just calling it happy body. English translation. Anandamay Kosh we call it. So these are these things are going with you. You are the one who is carrying them with you. It's like a luggage, you know. You're carrying a luggage with you. So what happens to it? The Yamdutas come and take this subtle body of yours. Isn't it the subtle body which is feeling the pain? If I give you 2 tight slaps, your physical body is hurt, correct? If I give you 2 tight slaps, your physical body is hurt. But if I slap you in front of public, what happens? Your mind body is hurt, isn't it? How can you do this to me? How can they treat me like this? When I talk in this manner, doesn't it hurt you? It hurts you, no? Oh, Guruji is talking such kind of a language. It is actually pinching you right inside your mind. I am responsible for this body of mine, isn't it? Is it not hurting you now? I have done this. I am so much bothered about my wife, my children, my this, my family, my mother, my father. They are no way related to you and yet you are bothered about them. But the one thing you are supposed to be bothered about, you are not even bothered about. You don't even take the name of God. You don't even pray to Him. Anyway, so they bind the neck and cover the subtle body and he may undergo severe punishment. So please understand this. Serve your wife serve your children, serve everybody in your household, including your mother and father. 100% you have to go through these Yamadutas, and they will treat you in the most obnoxious manner. You still haven't seen death. But if you really want to know what is death, try to talk to these ghosts and all that. You will understand what they go through. People have not heard the way in which they are treated, their subtle bodies. So we are getting this answer over here. While carried by the constables of Yamraja, that means Yamdutas are carrying that film, he is overwhelmed and trembles in their hands. While passing on the road, he is bitten by dogs. He can remember the sinful activities of his life. He is thus terribly distressed. The person is distressed. He is undergoing this kind of a treatment. When they say the subtle body is treated like, badly, the dogs are biting, it's a way of putting it to tell you that this is what you are anyway going to go through. Don't worry about it. You are a part and parcel of this treatment. Anything that happens to you, does it enter your mind and do you think about it constantly? It is hurting you. If I call you an idiot, it is going to hurt you. And that is the mental pain you are going to go through. Think about the mental pain when you are being dragged by these Yamdutas. That is what he is talking about. The dogs are going to bark at you. Have you not heard the dogs bark when a person dies? I have seen it with my eyes. When somebody dies in your household, let us say in the middle of the night, you will hear the dogs are barking. The animals are very upset. What do you think? Your own dog is going to bark at you. Plus the dogs and everywhere. See, this is what it is. Who is always with Yamdutas? You don't know that? Yamdev comes on a buffalo. But there are dogs running behind him, aren't there? So, while passing on the road, he is bitten by dogs and he can remember the sinful activities in his life. What are the sinful activities? The sinful activities are you have never bothered to go to temples, you have never bothered to pray to God, you have not done anything in your life which can give you direct connect with Him. If the Yamdutas don't come to take you, the Shivdutas come. If you are a bhakt of a Shivji, or Vishnus, their Dutas come and they take them to that particular heaven. But in your case, since you are so much bothered about your family and children and this and that, every day you are bothered, isn't it? 100% Yamdutas are going to come and they are going to ensure that you remember all your sinful activities. These are the sinful activities. Not caring for the world, talking bad about others. All these are called sinful activities. This particular soul is terribly distressed. This particular subtle body is always distressed. Under the scorching sun, the criminal has to pass through roads of hot sand and forest fires on both sides. He is whipped on the back by the constables because of the inability to walk. And he is afflicted by hunger and thirst, but unfortunately there is no drinking water, no shelter, and no place for the rest on the road. Now you may think that all this sounds all obnoxiously stupid, isn't it? You think so, isn't it? No. Your subtle body, can it drink water? No. Simple example I'll give you. Think about this. You are thirsty. There is no drop of water anywhere. What is affected? Your physical body is affected second. The first thing that is affected is your mental body. I have to get a glass of water to drink. I have to get a glass of water to drink. Have you not seen in the sands, okay, there is a mirage? There is a mirage in the sand, isn't it? A person, you are left in the middle of the desert, there is a mirage which you can see. Your mind thinks there is water over there, isn't it? You run to that place to see that there is no water there, it's only a mirage. Who is the sufferer over here? Please understand, your physical body is anyway going to die, but the one who keeps on suffering even after death is called the mental body. If your mental body is so weak that you keep on talking utter nonsense all your life, please understand, after death what is going to happen to your mind? The biggest torture is going to be to your mind only. Understood or no? So this mental body is affected. So what is he saying? He says this person is literally, he's having thirst and hunger. Now I will tell you something. Almost all of you are Hindus over here. Do you know when somebody dies, we give something to the crows outside or no? Why do we give it to the crows? Have you ever thought about it? Why we give it to some other Brahmins and other people? Why do we give to them? Do you know the reason why? These lost souls from the past, they are craving for water and hunger. If you do not give this to them, they take it through somebody's body. It's called body possession. They possess the body of the crow, and through that they are getting satiated. They take the body of a child or an old man or a young person and they satisfy their hunger and their thirst. You know this or you don't know this? Even think like this. You are performing the after death rites. You are performing the after death rites. You are negotiating with the person. The person has said, give me 10,000 rupees. And you don't give him 10,000 rupees. You give him only 5,000 rupees. You know what is going to happen to you? That person who is dead, he was asking for money, not that person. Not that Panditji who is doing all these rites and rituals. No. That dead man is asking through him so that he can get certain benefit out of that in a subtle way. But you have denied him. Many a times that person may like basmati rice. You know what basmati rice is, And you go and buy the cheapest rice available. Maybe you go to the ration shop and buy the worst possible rice and offer it. You know what happens? That dead man is going to remember this to the end of your life. He's going to haunt you till you die. And I'm not joking about it. You are never ever going to get good benefits. On the contrary, this person is going to make your life miserable. Even the same thing happens when you go to the temple. You want to give cheap flowers. You want to give cheap things. But when you want to give yourself, you will go to the best of the restaurants. You will buy the best of the gifts for yourself. You will buy the best of the clothes for yourself. But when you have to give, what do? You will buy the cheapest cloth available. Okay, buy a white cloth and put it. You understand what I'm saying or no? This is how cheap you are. Don't do this. You are also going to die tomorrow. And when you die, you will also want. Remember, you had that dirty habit of eating fancy food. You remember this? You wanted to wear only a certain brand of clothes. You remember that? And tomorrow when you die, You are expecting that clothes or that fancy food. And when your son or your daughter or whoever it is wants to give, why should we give this kind of expensive clothes? This is what they do. Please understand this. Today you don't know what is death. I am teaching you what is death. I am telling you very clearly. After you die, you may remember my words. But just now you are just going to poo-poo it and say, who cares? Guruji talks whatever he feels like. No, it is written in the scriptures. I don't say anything outside the scriptures. Unfortunately, there is no drinking water, no shelter, and no place for rest on the road. These Yamdutas are dragging this person. Thus he has to pass. Now, while passing on the road to the abode of Yamraja, he falls down in fatigue. And sometimes he becomes unconscious. But he is forced to rise again. In this way, he is very quickly brought to the presence of Yamraja. Thus he has to pass 99,000 yojanas within 2 or 3 moments, and then he at once engaged in the torturous punishment which he is destined to suffer. You know, I want you to think about this. Let us say you are treated badly in your childhood. Okay? You are beaten, you are trashed, everything has happened. In your entire life of 50, 60 years, once in 2-3 months you remember those words, you know. My father and mother used to treat me like this. My brother treated me like this. This one treated me like that. And all these things, every 2-3 months you go through this hell in your life. For 50 years of your life. And when you go through hell like that, maybe for one whole day you are thinking about it. And you get so much upset, you get so much angry with your father, mother, grandfather, brother, sister, whoever it might be, who has treated you badly. Okay? How many days of your life you have done this? 50 years. 3 to 4 times in a year. 50 into 4. Just saying. So you have done it 200 times in a whole life. So 200 days. Okay? You have spent miserably. Not only your own life miserable, but you have made other people's life miserable. Now I want you to think about these words which he said. These 200 days compressed in 3 moments. 1, 2, 3. This subtle body of yours has to go these 200 days compacted. Can you imagine the amount of terror and the amount of pain that you are going to have for these 200 days? I think your calculations you will not even understand. You got the point? It is not 3rd degree. It is the 100th degree of treatment that they are giving you. And it happens in a moment's time. But for a moment on the earth. But for you it is a lifetime. Please make other people's life miserable. Don't worry. Make other people's life miserable. Make your own life miserable. Be ready for what is there in store for you at the time of death. Please understand this. The more attached you are to people around you, this is what is going to be there. So, then what happens? He is placed in the midst of burning pieces of wood and his limbs are set on fire. In some cases, he is made to eat his own flesh and have it eaten by others. It's a terrible scene. You are a Hindu. If you are given a flesh of an animal which you hate it from the bottom of your heart, will you like it? No. Your mind is going to revolt like nobody's business. You may puke. Now think about the subtle body that is there. That is going to happen over there. His entrails are pulled out by the hounds and the vultures of hell. What entrails are these? Subtle entrails. You know what subtle entrails are, no? Your physical body is gone. It's gone already. Your mental body. You know how does a mental body work? I have a headache. I have a headache. I have a headache. I have a headache. Say it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times. Do you know you will get the most stinking headache of all? You understood? It is your mental headache. Who has created this disease? Your mind has created this disease. I can't sleep, 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 I can't sleep. You have created this misery, not somebody else. It is a mental misery. You understand what a mental misery is? Oh, I got pain, I got pain, I got pain, I got pain, I got pain. You enhance that, enhance it to that level. So it is your mental pain. You will have a mental heart also in your mental body. You will have a mental stomach also. You will have a mental legs also. That is why the legs are hurting. Your leg may be chopped off. They call it the phantom limb. Have you heard of phantom limbs? You know how much of pain a phantom limb has? During the war, if somebody loses a leg, they may not know that they have lost the leg, but their leg still hurts. Have you heard of the phantom limb problem? Tanaji Malusari, the commander-in-chief of Shivaji Maharaj, he carried his body from the battlefield where it was happening on a horse till the kingdom where Shivaji Maharaj was sitting. And then in front of Shivaji Maharaj, that body fell down. This is history. So the mental pain of the leg is very high. The mental pain of anything is the highest. Because you have created it. Mental pain is not created by God. You create your own mental pains. This person is bad, this person is bad, this person is bad. You have created it. You keep on doing this to yourself constantly all your life. Now think about it. Not 10x, 100x of that is going to be there in store for you in the future when you die. His entrails are pulled out by the hounds and the vultures of hell. Even though he is still alive, can see it, he is subjected to torment by serpents, scorpions, gnats and other creatures that bite him. Next, his limbs are lopped off and torn asunder by elephants. He is hurled down the hilltops. He is also held captive either in water or in cave. Men and women whose lives are built upon indulgence in illicit sex life are put into many kinds of miserable conditions in the hells known as Tamishra, Andha Tamishra and Raurava. Now you may have had enough number of sexual partners. Whether it is before marriage or during the marriage and after marriage does not matter. You have transgressed the laws of nature. Transgressed. You have gone outside. When you do that, you will be put to miserable conditions in the hells known as Tamishra, Andha Tamishra and Raurava. Not one hell. There are many hells like this. Lord Kapila continued, my dear mother, it is sometimes said that we experience hell on or heaven on this planet, for hellish punishments are sometimes visible on these planets also. You get a small glimpse of that hellish treatment on the world, where you are living today. Maybe your husband is a wife beater. That's a little punishment you can see for yourself, little. If you have got a horrible wife who is terrible in nature, that is just a little hell that you are experiencing, little. You have children who don't care a damn about you and you treat them like that and they treat you worst. Maybe they beat you, maybe they do something to you, they call you names. This is what you are going through, isn't it? Mentally and physically also. You experience this sometimes in your life. But that is not even a trailer. What is Kapila Muni saying? Kapila Muni is saying that is not even a trailer. So kindly be considerate. After leaving this body, the man who maintained himself and his family members by sinful activity suffers a hellish life and his relatives suffer too. You may think that you are the only one suffering. Don't worry. The same wife that you are catering to and the same children that you are catering to or your parents that you are so much bothered about, they will also be going through the same things. When they are going through it, they are not going to recognize you. Neither are you going to recognize them. Because please understand, they are not related to you. You are not coming from their body the way you think of. The body belongs to nature. Please remember these words constantly. And you are going to suffer in the same way as they are going to suffer. For what reason? You are so much attached to them. And you are willing to do anything for them. Do even wrongdoings in this world. You are taking sides. That is not a done thing. You know, we always want to be a little more cautious about our own family members. No, they are good, you know. I'm sorry. They are not related to you. If they are bad, they are bad. Would you like to take even a little bit of their suffering after death? Would you like to? No. Your mothers or your fathers or your husbands or your wives, you want their little bit of suffering? Transfer it to you? No. So kindly don't even bother. They are not related to you in any which way. You are just a servant over here doing servant's jobs. Please understand this. Whereas you should be the servant of God. Whereas you are not even thinking about Him. You think that sitting for satsang over here for 1 hour is a great thing. No. He alone goes to the darkest regions of hell after quitting this present body, and the money he acquired by envying other living entities in the passage money with which he lives in this world. The money that you have acquired in your life, my money, goes away. Neither does the body belong to you, nor does this money or this property belong to you. It is all going to go away. Today, look at the properties in the Middle East. People have spent millions and millions and millions buying properties there. It has become zero. Who is going to go to that country now? And if there is an idiot who is going to go to that country, there will be other wars in the future. Don't worry. I have already predicted it. Have I not? Those who have joined my satsang now don't know about it. But many years ago, I was very clear in telling you all that from this particular year, 2025 year end onwards, till 2032, it's going to be the most miserable period that you will ever experience. Financial doom, to people dying, to literally wars, all kinds of things going to happen. The more you try to gather, the more you are going to suffer. Well, try to do that. How many children died in this war? Still it has not come to your country. Very shortly it is coming. Very shortly. You may think financially I am very strong. Don't worry. That finances are going to become zero. You know, the biggest company in the world, the largest company in the world, okay, with assets worth trillions of dollars. How much? Trillions of dollars. In the last month, in the month of January end, people knew that there was going to be a war. So they said to that company, we want our money back. Can you pay us interest at least? The company did not give them interest. And now they are saying, we are not even going to give the principal back. So you thought that investing in such big companies is going to be very safe? And that this currency is good, that currency is good. You really think so? This property is better, that property is better. You really think so? Nothing is going to be there. Therefore, a person who is very eager to maintain his family and kinsmen simply by black method suddenly goes to the darkest regions of hell, which is known as Andhatamisra. Suppose you are doing some kind of activities which are very, very attached, like money matters, this, that, and all that. And you feel that you want to earn more and more and more and more and more, and you want to do something extraordinary. There is a hell waiting for all these people. That is called the Andhatamisra. Okay. So before that, the verse, I don't know whether I did it. Thus, by the arrangement of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, the maintainer of the kinsman is put into hellish conditions to suffer for his sinful activities, like the man who has lost his wealth. When you lose your wealth, how do you feel like? So the worse than this situation is the situation of the man who is so much attached to all these things. The last verse for today. Having gone through all the miserable hellish conditions and having passed in a regular order through the lowest form of animal life prior to human birth, and having thus been purged of his sin, one is reborn again as a human being on this earth. So you have to go through number of lifetimes of being born in different wombs, so that you can get rid of this dirt that you have gathered for yourself. All kinds of bodies will be given to you. And finally, when you have gone through the hellish things, then someday you will get a human body. Like today you have got a human body, it is highly important, it's very, very important to make use of this human body for the betterment of the mankind and your own safety. The attachment that you have, taking the name of God is very, very important. At least do that much. And be lost in this world for, in the name of God. So, verse 34 is there, finished. So, we have come to the end of this chapter today. Next time we will do the instructions for that person. It is an extremely important chapter for all of you all, because we have given you all the dark side of life now. Now you want to be saved or not saved. So this saving grace is given. How living entities should live in this world so that they don't go through this misery of life. So this will be taught to you from tomorrow onwards. So we will stop over here for today.
Recording stopped.